guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is the Organized Money, where we talk about organizing your life, your work, and your money. This is the final video in this series on how to organize your life, and today I am going to be setting up my planners for the brand new month. Next week we're going to be headed into 2022, so I wanted to share with you how I set up my Franken planners for a brand new month in each section of my planner. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with this Franken planner within the daily section. So in this section, the only thing that I'm going to be setting up is my monthly spread. So I use the monthly spread within my daily planner in order to plan for the month that is after the current month that I am in. So we are planning all of the other planners for the month of January and setting all of those up. So this one will be set up for the month of February. The only thing I will need to do with this one is actually put in the dates. So I'm just going to use these stickers that came with the daily planner, add in the month of February, and then just write in the numbers. That way I can do any upcoming planning that happens in the month of January. I'm easily able to add anything to this planner and I'm prepped and ready for the month of February. After my daily section, I do have my notes section in here. We're going to keep that the same because these are just any notes that I have throughout the course of the month. But after this, I do have my faith section. Within my faith section, I do have two planners in here. My first one is my faith planner. I have been using this to kind of keep up with my daily scriptures, to do any scripture study in this section. But then after this, I also have my prayer journal, and my prayer journal is the one that I created, and this is where I'm just writing out my prayers and I'm just kind of keeping up with the different things that I'm praying for. On this first page, I am going to start keeping track of my Bible studies because me and my husband are going to start doing Bible studies on YouTube on Wednesday evenings. So I'm going to mark that down. And if you are interested, it is going to be on my other channel. We have a channel called Empowerment NOLA, and that is dedicated to our church. And that's where we will be doing our Wednesday night YouTube live Bible studies. We're also going to be doing a fast during this month. It's going to be a 21-day Daniel fast. And we're going to be talking about purpose, how to find your purpose, how to figure out your spiritual gifts. What are the spiritual gifts? All of that will be dedicated to the month of January. So I'm just going to mark all of that down on my sidebar. And then I'm also going to mark when the 21-day fast starts and when it ends. And then our launch day for the church is actually Sunday, January 30th. So I want to mark that down. And I'm adding in our topic for the month, like basically what we're talking about, and it's going to be on purpose. So I've just added the topic here. I added launch day. I added the 21-day fast, all of the Bible studies, and then anything else that comes up with the church, I will add it on here as well. We do have some launch day meetings that are scheduled, so I can actually add that here too because we do those on Sundays. So this is currently set up. Everything is prepped and ready in this section. And then with my actual faith section, I will do the verse of the day every single day. And I will usually look at the YouVersion Bible app in order to do my verse of the day. And then I'll look at the observation and the application, how to apply this verse to my life. So that's how I'm going to be using this section. And then after this, I'm going to take out the month of December. Going to put this one back into my prayer journal. And then I'm going to put in the new month. This is where I'm able to just write in my prayers and then write in anybody I am praying for. It's a great place for me to just have an additional spot to write in additional journaling and faith journaling instead of just in this faith planner. The next section is my Commonplace section or my learning section. I didn't really do much in this one this particular month. I still have about 3 weeks of blank space in here where I can still add in different things that I'm learning. So we're going to leave this section alone, and then we're going to move into my reading section. So for my reading planner, I am using a vertical style Happy Planner Big, and we're just going to put in the month of January. And what I have decided to do is to add in the books that I am reading for the month. So instead of keeping an entire list of all of the books that I want to read, I think I'm only going to put on this tracker the book that I am currently reading, because what ends up happening is that I will have this entire list of ideas and I just keep moving things around because I will find another interesting book that I want to add to this list. And so the list gets a little messy really quickly. So I have decided to keep all of the books that I am interested in digitally, so then that way I can easily like glance over this list and decide which one that I want to read, and then it's going to move over to my book tracker. So I have picked 3 books for the month of January, and so those are the books that I am going to add to this list. And if you are a part of the Organize You, this is the book that we are reading as a group for the month of January. This one is by Francine J. It is a minimalism book. The second book that I'm reading for the month of January is called The Power of Zero. And the third book that I have on my list for January is Zen Habits. And that one is a productivity type book. So now that I've added those 3 to my list, the next thing that I'm going to do, actually put the stickers in for the weeks. So I print these out on sticker paper. I will just search the book title on Google, find a picture of the book, save it to my desktop, and then print it out in Word. And when I'm printing it out, I'm just printing it out on sticker paper that I already have in my printer. And that makes it really easy for me to cut these out and then just add them to my spreads. So we're starting off the month with The Joy of Less. And I believe this book will only take me another week to finish because I've already started it. So we've added that sticker there, and then that way I'm able to add any details or anything that I'm learning from the book on this page. The next one is going to be The Power of Zero. I'm going to give myself 2 weeks to read this book because this book it's a money related book, but it's about taxes. If you didn't know, I actually studied accounting. That is what my undergrad degree is in. So I have always been interested in taxes, learning more about how they work. So when I saw this one, I thought it would be a great read, but I also knew that it would be an intricate type read, meaning that I would really need to be paying attention. So I'm going to give myself 2 weeks for this one so that I can really make sure I am digesting the information. And then I will start Zen Habits. Now, I may end up finishing this one within the week because I don't think that this book is going to take me that long to get through, which means that I will have another week where I don't actually have another book. But I didn't want to automatically just assume that I would need a 4th book. So we're just going to keep this one here for now. And then as the month is going on, if I realize that I'm finished with this book and I need another one, I will just print out another one and add it to this last week. But that is it for my reading planner. It's all set up and I'm ready to go. And then I can just add notes as I go along. With my monthly spread, what I will normally do is just write down the book that I am currently reading and where I am. Like how much time have I spent on that particular book? If I was listening to the audio book, did I listen for 20 minutes? Did I read for 20 minutes? How am I digesting the book? That's what I will put in here. This is more like a reading tracker to make sure that I'm reading every single day. And then within my weekly spreads, I'm writing down what I'm learning from that particular book. And that is the last section within this Franken planner. And so now let's move into my main Franken planner. And the first thing that you see in here is my table of content. We have already set up my daily section, my learning section, my reading section, and my faith section. So we still have all of these others, and that's what's in this planner. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first one is my catch-all or my schedule. And I do have my habit trackers in here, but we're going to take out the ones that we have completed for the month of December. And I will need to add a few more. Let's see if I have enough. No, I only have 2 in here. So I'm gonna need to add a few more for the month of January. But we're going to pull out the month of December and add in the month of January. And that means my life planner is officially complete. This one is all the way done. So let's now add in the month of January. And I do have some headers from this journaling sticker book that I could use. I have the month of January in here, so I may just pull out this sticker. I don't usually do this, but I'm in a decorative mood, so why not? So this page serves as an overview, everything that's kind of coming up for the month of January. The first section I have added in is what I am reading for this month. And then we have my goals. I have a notes section at the bottom, what's coming up, different events for this month, and projects that I am currently working on. So I can look at this page as basically an overview, a quick glance to see what's coming up for this month and be able to jot down different things. I mainly use the notes section to write what's coming up for the next month, but everything else mainly serves for this current month. So after I have filled in my catch-all planner, the next one that I will flip to is my business planner. So on this one, I will add in more details about the client meetings that I have and any additional thing that's coming up, like with my classes and memberships. So this is basically everything else other than social media. So you see how I have client meetings on Tuesday, I have one on Wednesday, I have one on Thursday, and then any other additional ones that are booked throughout the course of the month, I will be able to add them to my planner. But I don't have space to add all of the details on this particular planner. So usually on this one, I will write their names, I will write what type of meeting it is, if it's a budgeting meeting or if it's an organization type meeting, I will write that on here as well. And I just have more detail on this particular planner. As I finalize the different classes that we're going to have with the Organize You, I'm also doing a couple of giveaways with the Organize You and some downloads. So I want to make sure that I'm able to add all of that here. I felt like when I was just using this section for my social media, I really was losing out on all of the additional things that I needed to do for my business. So now that I have separated it and I have a separate planner for social media, I do feel like this is working out a little bit better. But this is one that I am using as I go because different clients are booking at different times. So I want to leave all of the rest of this mainly blank because I don't know the clients that I'm going to have for the upcoming weeks. I only know for the very first week of January. So we're gonna move over to my social media planner. This is the teacher planner. This is the one that I have been using, and I have really been enjoying this one. I'm going to take out the month of December. I'll keep in the last week because we still technically have one more week. But then I'm going to add in the month of January. So I'm not going to fill this one out yet because I'm still finalizing my content for the month of January. I do know that Mondays will be lives, and then we also have videos posted on Wednesday and Friday. I believe I am about to go into a financial series. I want to help you all get your budgeting set up for the year and reset your budget and get prepped with your money. So I believe that is where we're going for the month of January. But until I finalize all of the content, I am going to leave this blank for now. But if you've never seen me use this spread before, I will write out all of my content for the entire month on my monthly spread. This content is mainly YouTube because YouTube is my #1 platform. If I only had to post in one spot, I am the most consistent on YouTube. And then when it comes to my weekly spread, I break it down based on the different platforms. So I will use the top one for YouTube, and then my reels, any Instagram reels that I'm going to post, any Instagram posts that I'm going to do, and then I have Twitter and Facebook. But we're gonna leave that blank for now because I really want to think about what I'm going to post for the month. The next planner in here is my personal planner, and this is another one where I am mainly using it as I go. This is not one where I will pre-plan or set up unless I know something is coming up for me personally. But I use this one as a mood tracker, keeping up with my health, keeping up with what I am eating personally, and anything else that has to deal with my personal health. So that's what I keep in here. But like I said, it's as it's coming up. So now that I've already switched out the month and I've put January in here, there's nothing else that I need to do. And I feel like it's like that with a majority of the ones that I have coming up, because my family planner is basically the same way. I will use this one as it's coming up. I do a lot of memory keeping in this one and just keeping up with different things that's coming up with my family. The kids do have a doctor's appointment on the 12th, so I am going to add that. So I do have that, but everything else I am just going to leave blank for now. I will add in different things as they come up. As we plan family events, we usually do family day every single Saturday. We'll do meetings every single Sunday. So as those things come up, as we have decided different things that's going to happen with us as a family, different things we're going to do, I usually do like to add it in here. The next section is my home section, and we already set this one up in a previous video. On my monthly spread, I do keep track of our meal planning, so I have already listed this out. However, this is going to change drastically because we are currently doing the 21-day fast that I talked about earlier. I didn't realize that that was coming up so quickly until my husband reminded me in our family meeting, which means everything that I have planned here either has to have the vegetarian version or we're just going to have to switch it completely. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to adjust these, because from the 9th until the 29th, we're not eating any meat, which I do have vegan chili on the 12th, so that one can stay, but everything else will basically change. But that's okay, I'll adjust as I go. As far as the weeklies, this week is already set up of the different rooms that I'm going to clean and the things that I'm going to do. I did drop off the clothes at the cleaners. I did select a laundry service, so all of that is done, and then I will just use this as I go. The next section is our home budget, and this will be a completely separate video. For my home and my business budget, I believe I'm going to make these two separate videos so that we can get into these in the month of January and I can share with you how I set up and how I reset for the new month. So just be on the lookout for that video. It will come out probably next week. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this setup. As you can see, I mainly will set up in my monthly spread, and it's not every single planner that I have because some of them I do use on the go. I am just planning as things kind of come up. But I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed this series. If you have a favorite video from this series, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And if you want more tips on organization, make sure that you check out my new membership called The Organized You. It's a monthly membership where we have weekly classes, we have a book club, you have access to all of my planner downloads, and you also get a discount off of my shop. If you want more information on it, make sure that you check out the description box below, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.